Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the Crosseyed Texan, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. Normally I do my Saturday night shave video, but we're going to do something different. My shave video is going to be off camera this time because there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. Today is my birthday. I am 57 years old, and today is also the day I first bought my first tub of Taylor of Old Bond Street sandalwood, and I was still using a cartridge razor from a company called Defender, which they still make some really good razors. I like the Defender razors, and I still have those around in case I ever get to fly anywhere. But it was something I decided that I wanted to try. You'll see in the thumbnail I have a little brush and everything, but I wanted to talk about something for a few minutes about why wet shaving. What a weird thing to do. Well, June the 12th of 2021, I woke up and realized that I had to get sober or I was going to die. That's exactly how bad it was. And I walked into the recovery group that I'm in now, and I've been there ever since. And make no mistake about it, it is mainly my faith that has helped me get where I am. But there are still tools in the toolbox that give me something tangible to do. Let me explain myself. After I lost my wife to suicide in 2012 and lost my job that I had for 16, 17 years, then got another job and lost that job, I began to start having more issues with my eyesight. After 20 years of staring into a computer monitor, that'll do it for you. And then I started having to use a walker and to get around because I have another condition that started to affect me, and I can't really walk more than 5 or 6 steps without a walker. And for a man, that's kind of emasculating. And I remember watching a video by a guy I've never heard of before, Geo Fat Boy, and he was showing you how to shave with one of these safety razors. And I'm going to show this, and this is mostly for the people who I'm going to show this video to who may not know what this is. You unscrew that handle. This is a 3-piece safety razor, and you take your blade and you put it in between the top cap and the safety bar, and you screw it back on. This is my latest acquisition, the Game Changer 76. There's just something about this because it requires a little bit of skill. Everything these days is automatic and automated and delivered to your home, and there's so few things anymore that take any part of any type of skill, it seems to me. And for me, this brought back a little bit of that. It made me feel, well, for lack of a better word, made me feel a little more manly. You don't really have to know a lot to take a cartridge razor and just start shaving. With this, there's a good chance if you're not careful, you're going to cut the snot out of yourself. And I find that exhilarating. But once you get the hang of it, it's really not an issue. But you kind of have to know how to make a lather, so you need one of these brushes, and this is a new one that I just picked up not too long ago. And you get these incredible soaps. This is Aqua DG. It's a soap that kind of smells like, but not exactly close, Aqua de Jo. Let me see if I got one about here. It's supposed to smell like this, and it gets pretty close. But this takes a little time, it takes a little effort, and while I'm sitting there shaving, I can think about things. I could, pray about things if I want to, or just listen to the radio and take some time to relax. But it gave me something tangible that I can do that, number one, helps get rid of some of the chaos. And when you're recovering, there's a lot of chaos in your life. Sometimes it's just something as simple as starting to keep your house clean or keep your dishes picked up. or things like that. Keep your room clean. And when you drink a lot, you really don't give too much concern about your appearance. I have pictures that look like I should have been on the back of a Leonard Skinner album, after a 3-day bender. But this has gone a long way to help me get some of my self-respect back, to help me feel just a little bit better about myself. And yes, the fragrance collecting has helped with that too, but it's really been about the wet shaving. It is a wonderful hobby to get into, and you can actually save some money if you don't go berserk. Since I've started wet shaving, my son enjoys wet shaving as well. I've got my friend Pat from church who's involved in it. And I've got a young friend named Chandler who I gave him my very first razor that I bought. And it was a Parker 22R. That was the very first double-edged razor I ever purchased with my money. But it's relaxing. It's cathartic. And for me, it's gone a long, long way into helping me get some of the things that I feel like I lost back. And it helps me deal with where I am, because a real man does whatever he needs to do. And it doesn't matter if you're like me and you have to use a walker. It doesn't matter if you have to hold a book very close to your face. But a real man is judged by doing the things he needs to do to get through his day and be stronger at the end of the day and not weaker. Anyway, this is my little video where I wanted to kind of explain this, because I've been asked, Chris, why do you shave like this? It's a pain in the neck, but it's not really a pain in the neck. It is a wonderful thing, and I try to encourage men to do it, because it brings back something that we've lost. We don't have hardly any manual transmissions in cars. People don't know how to cook anymore. Food's delivered to our door, and it brings back some of that, rugged individuality that seems to be missing in a lot of people's lives, not just men, but also women too. So this has been a tool that God has used to help me, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So I hope this sheds a little bit of light on why wet shaving. So I want to thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. I never thought I'd have close to 500 subscribers on a YouTube channel. There are much better people than I, like Geo Fatboy, which I'm going to tag him in this video, because I want to tell him thank you for showing me how to use one of these, because it's something I actually look forward to. Anyway, God bless you guys. Thank you for subscribing. I'm going to have another video right on the heels of this one about fragrance, but thank you for subscribing. We're at 489 subscribers. And to the gentleman who sent me a message in the middle of the night last night, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. I enjoyed our short little conversation. God bless you guys. More content coming right out.